Okay, my junkyard LS swap, budget swap, it's moving right along. I can't say it's been hiccup free. I did have a harness problem. I've got an HBI harness in it now and some support, so that's a start. And I just got through swapping the transmission out. I bought a transmission from another guy. I did open this transmission up. I actually used the pan off the other transmission because the replacement transmission, the drain bolt was locked up. I couldn't get it to move. I wasn't going to tear stuff up. I had a spare pan. So anyway, I dropped the pan out of the replacement transmission, changed the filter. Fluid looked good. I mean, it obviously looked used, but I didn't see no chunks or anything in there. So we're off to a good start there. The transmission I took out had metal all over it. Never even gave me a shot. So anyway, I've got the drive shaft in. I used the stock transmission mount for this, and the problem that I had is this thing's all beat to heck. I probably should have eventually replaced it. I tried a replacement one, the cheap eBay one. Again, cheap seems to be my unlucky thing right now, but it wouldn't clear the exhaust. It was supposed to go over the exhaust. I kind of halfway did the exhaust just to get the thing running. This is not going to be the final iteration. I'm going to have a buddy down the road, actually a YouTuber, Cody Crafted. I'm going to try to see if he has time to build me something. But in the meantime, I'm using this low car type shifter for it. I want to use the column shift. I like the way that works. I'm using the neutral safety switch up there for the park switch up there for my ignition anyway. So I would like to make this work. I haven't got in it and made any adjustments yet, but we're going to see what that's going on. But for the most part, I raised the stock motor mounts up like 5/8 of an inch, just so I would have clearance up here in the front when I mounted this motor. And I just wanted to make sure everything cleared here. Yes, they make different oil pans. You can do that, but I've got an inch of clearance here and plenty of clearance in the carriage. And it actually raised the motor up just a little bit. You can see it's lower than the cross member. Everybody worries about that pan, but this truck, I'm not slamming this truck yet. If I slam it, I'll go to a different pan. And the good thing is, the way I have it set up right now, I can take the pan out without drama. I don't have to pull the motor to take the pan out. Not to say we won't pull this motor, not to say we're not going to do some other cool stuff with it, but for right now, just tidying up, getting my wires tied up out of the way, making sure we're not dragging on anything. I got some zip ties to clippity clip, and I got to finish bolting in this cross member. I'm actually getting ready to go to work now. And then I'm using Evil Energy soft lines to connect the hard lines to the radiator. And I'm waiting for a hard line fitting for this one because I want to change the angle just a little bit. Where I got it right now, it's a little bit too high. So we're going to work on that, and a few other things we need to do. Spare ground wire. I've got ground wires everywhere. Probably put that one up to the chassis. I just think that we need to have a lot of grounds. That's what they always practice and preach when you're doing these swaps. So I've got grounds everywhere. And anyway, it's coming around. Again, I don't think I would recommend doing it the way I did. I would like to be able to put a final video up to explain everything that I did do to make this swap work. It wasn't super complicated. It just, I had to figure everything out on my own. I did make a few phone calls. I got some ideas. One of my buddies does this for a living, and he wanted me to buy his harness and PCM with the tune already in it, and that probably for most people was going to be the way to go. I already had a harness and I already had a PCM, and I have HP tuners, and I need to learn. So the hard-headedness in me made me do that. So again, this was a hobby for me. I'm doing this to learn. I'd like to do another one. Don't know if it'd be a C10. I was looking for first-gen Camaros. Those things are impossible to find and totally outrageously priced. So I'm also going to do a tale of two swaps, because I did do a LT swap in my Jeep a few years ago. And when I get things done, we'll line them up and we'll kind of compare costs to where we're at. But so far, so good. I'm very happy with the way this thing turns out. I'm excited to drive it. just got to make sure I clean up some things before I get too big of a hurry, and make sure everything's ready to go. So anyway, folks, LS swap update.